Assalamu alaikum. I am Ms. Shahnaz from Sadkian Grammar School. Welcome to Distance Learning Program. Today is our second lecture of Science 8.0. Environmental Chemistry Chapter 11 from your textbook. So today we are going to learn from this chapter what is acid rain, how it is caused, and what are the effects of the acid rain. Yes, that is one of the most important question. And environmental chemistry is the study of chemicals as they pass through an environment and effect they cause on air, water, and soil. So the chemicals which are present in our environment, it is a very important field because it helps us to trace and control the contaminants which are present in our environment. Introduction. Look at the slide. They are telling us the rain is slightly acidic. The normal pH of the rain is 5.6, and it is due to the presence of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The rain react with the carbon dioxide and form carbonic acid. The acid rain refers to a mixture of deposited material, both wet and dry, coming from the atmosphere, containing more than normal amount of nitric and sulfuric acid. Simply put, it means rain that is acidic in nature due to the presence of certain pollutants in the air, that is due to cars and industrial process. It is easily defined as rain, fog, sleet, or snow that has been made acidic by pollutants in the air as a result of fossil fuels. How acid rain is formed. Two gases, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, are emitted into the atmosphere. We will learn about their sources in the coming slides. Right now, these gases react with water and oxygen and form different acids like sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These acids, along with the water, forms the acid rain. Both natural and man-made sources are known to play a role in the formation of acid rain, but it is mainly caused by combustion of fossil fuels, which results in emission of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Human activities leading into the gas emission are electric power generators, automobile facilities, and different factories. In particular, use of coal for electric power generation is the biggest contributor to gases emission. Automobiles and factories also release high scores of gas on daily basis in the air, especially in highly industrialized areas and urban regions with large number of car traffic. These gases react in the atmosphere with water, oxygen, and other chemicals to form various acidic compounds such as sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and ammonium nitrate. The most important natural source is volcanoes. Volcanoes emit acid producing gases to create higher than normal amount of acid rain. Then comes the decaying vegetation, wildfires, and biological process within the environment. They also generate acid rain forming gases. Lightning strikes are also naturally produce nitric oxides that react with water molecule to produce nitric acid, thereby forming acid rain. Acid rain can be extremely harmful to forest. Acid rain that seeps into the ground, they can dissolve nutrients such as magnesium and calcium. Okay. Now, that the trees need to be healthy. We all know that magnesium and calcium both are very important minerals for the growth of the plants and trees. trees. Acid rain also causes aluminum to be released into the soil, which make it difficult for trees to take up water. Trees that are located in the mountainous regions at high elevations, such as spruce or fir trees, as you can see in the slide, they are at greater risk because are exposed to acidic clouds and fog. Acid rain damages the leaves of trees and plants, thus limiting their growth and exposing them to the metals in the air from the toxic rain. Depending on the severity of the damage, the vegetation can be stunted in its growth or the foliage can be stripped away. The damage can also destroy a plant's ability to handle cold or disease, which also negatively impact the food web. Rain dissolve calcium present in the soil and in the leaves of the trees. Calcium is important mineral for plants. Once dissolved, the acid rain washes it away so plant and trees cannot use them. Acid rain washes other minerals and nutrients from the soil, causing nutrient deficiency. Some animals tolerate acidic water and moderate amount of aluminum. Others are acid sensitive and will be lost as the pH declines. At pH 5, most fish eggs cannot hatch. At lower pH, some adult fish die. Even if a species of fish or animals tolerate the acidic water, the plants and animals it eats might not survive. For example, frogs have critical pH around 4, but the mayflies they eat are more sensitive and may not survive the pH below 5.5. Acid rain can ruin buildings and statues by stripping away the material and corroding metal that make up these structures. The architecture choose limestone, marble, steel, brass as durable materials intended to resist the corrosion. But to their surprise, chemical reaction between the acid rain and building materials led to the getting these buildings damaged. For example, think this way that you have a sugar cube and you put it in a water bowl. What you see that these sugar cube slowly start dissolving. Same thing is happening in the case of acid rain. Human health is not directly affected by acid rain because acid rain in water is too dilute to cause serious health problems. When pollutants that cause acid rain like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide as well as sulfate and nitrate particles all irritate or even damage our lungs, so it can cause serious respiratory tract infections. What we can do to stop the acid rain? Like many other environmental problems, acid rain is caused by cumulative actions of millions of individuals. Each individual can also reduce their contribution to the problem and become a part of the solution. They can contribute directly by conserving energy, since energy production causes the largest portion of acid rain. Students, today we are going to do a simple activity which you also can do at home. We have the building materials. In fact, we are going to see the effect of acid rain on different materials. Like here, this is the marble chips, okay, and these are the marbles. Okay, you can see the pieces. Yes, what I did, I put 1 week before in a acid rain. I make the acid rain with the help of sulfuric acid and water. Then I have put this clips, that is the paper clips, also 1 week before in a acid, okay, sulfuric acid. After 1 week, you can see the reactions. The marble chips which were in the pieces, they are almost dissolved, and the marble pieces, they are also dissolved. Then you can see the corrosion in the metal of the paper clips, and the leaves are, at least they are also going to be destroyed. Then I will show you the pot, the plant which I have added it at least some ml of sulfuric acid to see the effect of acid rain, and you can easily see that there is no green leaves and the plant is fully decayed.